We met Brian Welch years ago doing interviews right after he became a Christian. Through the years, we became really good friends. And as a result, he hooked us up with this great interview with Fieldy.
Now, sometimes divine meetings aren't very convenient. We were slated to interview the bassist from Korn, Fieldy, and learned earlier that their flights were delayed. And it seems like this happens with legendary rock stars. It happened with POD, you remember that? Mm-hmm. We sat down with Sonny. But the guys were so gracious and they pushed through. Fieldy sat down with us, and Jonathan Davis, the lead singer from Korn, gave up his personal dressing room just so we could sit down privately with Fieldy. My hat is off to all of these super cool guys. The bassist, Fieldy, shares about his backstory and how he's a whole lot like his dad.
Chapter in my life, a new one that started up, to make it a little shorter for everyone, is bottom line is my dad got sick in the hospital. We didn't know what it was, and he started to get like a cyst on the back of his neck or something. He started getting more sick, so I moved him. And I was at a point in my life where Korn was huge. We were like #1 everything, MTV, millions and millions of records sold. And I was younger, and I was more, as I look back now, it was power and pride and money, so as he's getting sicker, I'm like, I'll just get a better doctor, it's like, get the best doctors in the world, get him better. I wasn't even thinking nothing, and he was getting more sick, and then I moved him, and then getting other specialists in. I still wasn't even tripping. I got power, I got money, I can fix anything. That's how I was. I just, we had so much success and so much of that, on top of all the, my partying and doing all that. And then they moved him into ICU, and I was like, oh, still wasn't even tripping. And then they started scattering around, and the thing that's all beep, 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 and went flatline. And at least I know what that is. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? They came in those things on his chest, and we're like, whoa, what's going on? And, that's where they moved us in this room, and my sister was crying, and I was so hard at the time that I wasn't even crying. I was just dry heaving over the sink. I didn't even know. There were emotions that were, you don't even know. And then what happened is his wife's all, can you do your dad wanted you to do a prayer. Can you do a prayer with me? And she just asked me to do this simple prayer, and I did it, to accept Jesus and do, whatever it was. I just did it, and I meant it. I did it, and then after that, I did it again a couple days later because I'm more settled down. And when I really did it, and I did this prayer, I got a taste of what Jesus was, and it was amazing. And I'm like, I got to get some more of this. If this little tiny thing is real, I got to get more. It's the best high I've ever felt in my life. I'm like, I need to get some more of this. And everything started changing. And from there it started changing. And as I just started, it's almost 10 years now, but it's still just as much today than it was ever, if not more. I didn't have any church background, anything about any of this, I didn't even know. You could tell me who's Jesus. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know anything. So why would I get mad at something I don't even know? To me, I look back on it and I'm like, what was I, why, how can you get mad? It's weird to me. Just trippy. What my dad did is he spent his time going to prisons and playing guitar and singing, telling them about Jesus and going to prisons, and hung out in these crazy, when I finally did get a chance for after my dad went to be with the Lord, his wife said, you want to come to this, come check out where your dad hung out. I'm all cool. I roll up there, and there's 100 bikers all tattooed up. And I'm walking through. I'm like, my dad used to hang out here? I thought I was going to get beat up. And you're walking down this line, and they're like, what's up, brother, man? Welcome. We love you. And I was like, whoa, okay. And they seem nice. Walk in, and they're breakdancing on stage. Pastor comes out. He's all tatted up, sunglasses on. I'm like, Charlie, my dad hung out. I didn't know that. I was like, you don't even know. I was like, this is crazy. And he's hung out in the roughest of the roughest crowds. And I didn't know that, so it was kind of trippy to see, I became good friends with all those people, and it's just weird how things unfold.